Has it ever happened to you that somebody was ever rude to you or mean to you or hurt you in some way and you couldn't do anything about it? Couldn't do any single thing about it. They just get away with it. Or somebody bullied you at school or teased you or was mean to you and you complain to the teacher and the teacher doesn't do anything, or even if she punishes, it's not enough. Has it ever happened to you? Well, what do you do then? You get mad and angry, like nothing happened to him, so angry about it, and you feel upset. You know, this is what happens generally, that we feel frustrated if nothing happens. And sometimes, you know, we want to go back and take revenge of ourselves, like, I'm gonna go and get so mad, I will take my own revenge, I'll punish them myself. So how do you react? Well, today I'm gonna give you, you know, a fantastic way to react that will actually make you even happy when somebody's rude to you. You will be happy when somebody bullies you. You wanna know how? Well, here you go. You know, one day I was standing in a checkout queue, and there was this guy who came and, you know, he skipped the queue and he stood right in front of me. He wasn't confused or anything, he just skipped the queue and stood right in front of me. I was so annoyed. I was so mad for like 2 seconds. And then I thought about something and I started smiling. So what was I thinking? And that's the key. So I'm going to tell you now. I was thinking about a hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, one day he was sitting with the Sahabas and he asked them, who is a bankrupt person? Do you know who is a bankrupt person? We call, you know, here we call somebody a bankrupt who is like extremely rich, like a millionaire or something, and he does a really bad business deal or something and he loses all his money and he becomes totally poor. He owes a lot of people money, so he ends up losing all his money. He becomes completely broke, completely poor. So they said, the Sahaba said, it's somebody who doesn't have any money, who lost his money. Prophet Muhammad said, no, the poor of our ummah is somebody who will come on the day of judgment with a lot of good deeds, with a lot of salah, with a lot of zakah, huge amount of good deeds. And imagine how happy he would be on the day of judgment. Look at my good deeds, it's a mountain of good deeds, right? But because he was mean to others, he was rude to others, he hurt other people, Allah will take his good deeds and he will give it to those people he was rude to. So Allah will take, you know, good deeds from his mountain of good deeds and keep giving it to other people he was rude to until he runs out of all his good deeds. And then when he runs out of good deeds, what's going to happen then? If he still owes other people, right? If he was still mean to other people, they were still people, they haven't been compensated, Allah will take their sins and he will give it to this man. So he already lost his good deeds, now his sins will start accumulating. Why? Because he was rude to them, or he hurt them, he was mean to them, bullied them, teased them, he took something from them, lied, he backbited, gossiped, anything, and he never apologized, he never sought forgiveness, of course. So Allah will compensate these people who were not compensated in this world. Allah will compensate them on the day of judgment. So you remember that, you know, and you say thank you for your good deeds. So if anybody is ever rude to you, you say thank you for your good deeds. So this is what I was thinking in that checkout line when that guy took over, right? I was like, okay, so this is just a checkout queue, who cares? You can stand in front of me, I don't have to get mad. You can take my place, I will just take your good deeds. Thank you very much. So if anybody ever teases you, is mean to you, just remember that. Say thank you. And they will get super confused, like, what? He's smiling, right? I'm bullying him. Why is he smiling? They will get really confused. And you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has, you know, He's so merciful. He will compensate you. Allah is the best of judges. You know, in your salah, when you say Maliki Yawmuddin, you remember that Allah is the king, He's the master of the day of recompense. You know what, your teacher might not have seen what happened to you, your parents might not have seen, nobody might have seen, right? But Allah saw exactly what happened to you. He knows exactly what happened to you, how much that hurt you. And He will compensate you. You know, in a couple of days, you might even forget how somebody was rude to you or hurt you, but Allah will never forget that. And Allah will compensate you on the day of judgment. So you don't have to get mad, you don't have to go after them, take revenge. You can just, you know, chill, relax, and smile and thank Allah. Alhamdulillah, I get some good deeds now, right? Now this doesn't mean that you become a total pushover, but sometimes we really just can't do anything if somebody's mean to us or rude to us, and then we'll get punished or something. In those situations, you don't have to worry. You just remember Allah is the Malik, Allah is the master of the day of judgment, Maliki Yawmiddin. The ayah you say 17 times at least during the day, and you have this reminder constantly during that day that you don't have to worry. Allah will take care of you.